Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors channel. Welcome to Power Hour. We are here for Power Hour and XRP is on the move, right on cue. Power Hour has arrived. Let's get moving.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Everyone, welcome to Power Hour. We are hoping for big movement, not to the downside, to the upside. We have entered Power Hour a little bit more bearish than we would like to. We haven't had a good build up to Power Hour, but we are here now. Anything can happen. XRP has been moving up over the last half an hour, coming back in the last few moments up 1%. So let's get into it. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more bearish going into it than we would have hoped for. However, anything can happen in Power Hour. So if you have just tuned in, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I didn't realize PPI would be tomorrow. So PPI tomorrow is going to be important. We'll be covering that on my show in the morning and going into Martyn. That's what the markets are a bit wary of. That's why we've got all XRP selling off. Power Hour can go either way. Power Hour can go either way. Let's be realistic here. Power Hour can go either way. Even though Bitcoin was posed for a breakout, it can go either way. We will see how it continues. We've got the S&P 500 after towards the end of the session. It was selling off, and now the S&P 500 is selling off. That is what's sending this all towards the downside. So we do have to keep an eye on the Nasdaq and S&P 500, which is selling off right now. However, Asian markets will start waking up, and we still have a shot. I mean, look at some of these altcoins. One of my favorites, Songbird token, runs with Flare, up 38% today. Oh, no PPI tomorrow. My mistake. Okay, no worries, Martyn. Don't worry. So it's not PPI. Interesting. Anyway, Songbird up 38% right now. We've got Ethereum on the verge of Power Hour breakout as well. We are waiting to see, are we going to get that big move towards the upside, or is this just a liquidity stake sweep to bring us back towards the upside? We are waiting for all-time highs on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is only a few percent away from all-time highs, only a couple percent away from its breakout levels. We've got I should probably turn this into a horizontal line so it's not wonky. Let me do that right now. Previous daily candle high close, highest ever daily candle close was in December of 2024 at $1,006 and 200. 106,000. It's getting late here. It's midnight in the UK. 106,200. That is the level of resistance. That is what we're hoping to achieve in the next hour. A 2.5% move up on Bitcoin, which will then send Ethereum even higher than it already is today. Ethereum up 7% already today, but it's on its last level of resistance. Trying to break out on resistance, that would be for Ethereum another 2% move to the upside, which will all in time play out on XRP, my biggest holding, my favorite currency. Where has it gone? It's over here. I'm waiting for XRP to break out $2.60. So we are on Breakout Watch. We are here covering Power Hour. Thank you for everyone who contributed for us to do that. That allowed us to do this. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's keep an eye on these markets. This is going to be a volatile hour. Let's see if we can keep pushing higher. How far away are we from the highs of today? 1%. That won't take much to move back up to the highs of the day on XRP. Let's see what we can do in this power hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at your comments while I keep an eye on this. Sorry, Sensei, no PPI tomorrow. That's fine, Martyn. Remember, big sources. Sources are in crypto now, so maybe a push down to grab better buy prices from us before time highs. Well, I would hope for that. Song is Phoenix. Yes, it is. RB's got the rockets in the chat. Could be disbelief and pump right before our eyes. Hope so. I added $5 for this. William Johnson, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your control. I want the music. Who is the singer? Yes, you've got that. It's Phoenix. Power Hour. Really hope. Really don't. Hopefully they got a little comeback now on this run. We're keeping an eye on XRP. It's actually moving back up. Volatile period now. Volatile next 50 minutes. We're going to keep an eye on this. Hopefully we get a breakout. It looks like the breakout is not going to come from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is selling off, and before looking at it, I'm going to 100%, just like Martyn did earlier, we understand the charts. Bitcoin dominance is going to be down. Bitcoin dominance is down. Bitcoin dominance is heading further down. It's down nearly 1% today. You can see XRP heading up, Bitcoin dominance heading down. So it could be one of those pumps where it's not Bitcoin leading it. It's actually the altcoins that will start bumping. So right now, XRP, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, Power Hour produces candles like this. When was the last time you saw this? Not in today's trading. That's in the last 5 minutes. That's a candle. That is over 0.5% move in less than 5 minutes on XRP. So you can see the volume entering the market. We've got what do we have going on here? We've got it moving up now. Here we go. This is what we're waiting for. Let's see if we get it. Power Hour. Everyone in the chat, just say Power Hour. Let's see if Power Hour can do anything. Let's go Power Hour. Let's go Power Hour. Let's put the music on and let's see if we can get that pump on XRP in the last 50 minutes of trading. Smash the like button. Let's put the music on. Let's get ready for Power Hour. Oh, that's the wrong button.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Bullish hammer. Power hour.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind
Here we go. Power hour in full effect.
they're just looking for it.
Smash the like button for Power Hour. Let's see if we can get some movement on the markets. Spam Power Hour in the chat.
Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
happening?
You burst in a fire, burn a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings and rise from the ashes.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hitting the like button. Let me show you what we've got going on the screen. We've got XRP now pushing up back to $2.58, targeting a $2.60 breakout. It is moving now. Power hour is here and it's hopefully here to stay. Top left, we've got XRP. Let me see if, yeah, this is XRP, top left. Here we go. Let's make XRP the biggest. We've got the S&P 500, top right. Bottom right, we've got Bitcoin as well, targeting a breakout. Bottom left, we've got Ethereum as well. So everything right now moving up. XRP is leading the rally. XRP is definitely leading the rally here. We're going to sneeze. I didn't have time to mute myself, so I apologize. Wow, here we go. Let's keep an eye on this. XRP now really going for it. Highest price of XRP since for the last 4 hours. So after that bullish hammer candle, in the last 15 minutes, we're up nearly 8% on XRP. XRP is now moving up. Bitcoin is now moving up as well. I wonder if I can change the time frame to 15 minutes. So we have a target for the all-time highs. Here we go. This is Bitcoin, bottom right. Okay, let's go S&P 500 time frame. Let's go 15 minutes as well. Ethereum, we'll do them all on 15 minutes apart. Oh, why have I got 2 Ethereums now? That was weird. I think that means. There we go. Okay, here goes XRP. Here goes XRP. Top left. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh my God, we're getting movement. We're getting movement. This is what power hour is all about. So close to $2.60. Let's put an alert for $2.60. Oh wow, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna put an alert. We're gonna put an alert. Add alert. Add alert. Once only. We need a notification. We want to beep beep. 3 seconds. We've got an alert set up for $2.60 for XRP. Here we go. XRP's moving just like we were hoping it would in power hour. We've got big movement on XRP. Is this getting close to $2.60 very quickly now? Shame that Bitcoin's not moving, but remember that was one of the scenarios. Bitcoin won't move, but the wider market will, because Bitcoin dominance will be plummeting right now. Come on, S&P 500, lead the way. Come on, let's do it, S&P 500. You can lead the way. If you go up, Bitcoin will go up. We've got Ethereum as well, which will have a good effect on the rest of the market. We've got Songbird token up 40%. We've got GRT up 8%. Ethereum up 7%. Coinbase listed today and already up 24%. Well, listed on, it's going to be added to S&P 500 in a couple of days' time. Ethereum Classic up 5%. Filecoin up 3%. I'm very bullish on Filecoin. Flare up 2%. Its sister token up 38%. What's going on, Flare? XRP now getting close to $2.60. Keeping an eye on all of this. Let's go back to your comments. What's everyone saying? Is everyone voting on the poll we've got going on? Let's have a look. Where's my poll gone? I've got it here. Where are you most bullish? 11% Bitcoin to all-time high, Ethereum breakout, XRP about to explode. Well, most of you are right about XRP because we're about to hit $2.60. Oh my God, here we go. This is big. Remember, $2.60, $2.62, next level of resistance. Nothing's moving, everything's down. Ethereum's flat on the 15 minutes, Bitcoin's flat, S&P 500's flat, XRP is up. on the last 5 minutes. Here we go. We're going to get that alert signal any second now. Okay, keep the charts, man. Power hour, power. Oh, here we go. I'll keep the charts. Don't worry. If you're in Croydon, why aren't you asleep? Firstly, I'm not in Croydon, but if I'm in, because it's power hour. Why would I sleep when we've got power hour? Let's pump. What is power? Power hour is the last hour of trading. Normally in the stock market, that would be whenever the closing bell time is. You get that movement. In crypto, obviously we don't have a closing bell, but we've got a daily candle close. We all go off UTC. That's what the traders go off, what everyone goes off, and that is coming up to the daily candle close. That's what traders will look at, daily candles. So XRP, very close to $2.60. Come on, we need to move this up slightly. There we go, $2.60. Oof, come on, it was very close. Let's see if we can do it again. Bitcoin moving up. Bitcoin moving up slightly now. Let's go back to your comments. I'll keep an eye on the charts. Don't you worry. Do you think the price will explode past 2% today? Yeah, I think it very much can. XRP pub bill. It's not really much of an explosion, but it's more of a breakout. Sensei working overtime. Always working overtime. Martyn, where's my bonus? The more I work, the more I earn. Don't worry, guys. William Johnson, power hour, power hour. Standing on the moon. Standing on the moon for power hour. Well do you know. Hashtag standing on the moon. XRP $2.60. Not yet. Not yet. Very close. You look like Croydon, or maybe Gaznev. I don't know what you're on about. Talks a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of dedication. We appreciate you. No, don't worry. I will be live for anything I think is important, anything worth bringing to you, which is a lot of things. We will be live for it. We at $2.60. Not yet. Not yet. We are selling off just before we hit $2.60. Okay, let's take a sip of water. XRP to the moon. We're waiting for a breakout on the final 40 minutes of trading for the day. Let's see if we can break these levels. What else is moving? Ethereum's moving down. Bitcoin's moving down. S&P 500's moving down. No wonder XRP's moving down. Come on, what do we need? What is missing? What's missing is Nasdaq not moving, which is slightly annoying. What's Nasdaq doing? Should we replace this with Nasdaq? Let's replace this with... What's the correct ticker for futures Nasdaq? Let me get that right. I think it's NAS 100. NAS 100. One of these. I think it's this one. 1115. Yes. Okay, we've got the Nasdaq instead because the Nasdaq's more tech and that's more what crypto will follow. Okay, XRP top left, Nasdaq top right, Bitcoin top, bottom right, Ethereum bottom left. Hashtag standing on the moon. I love it. That's the new hashtag that we're using. XRP very close. Very close. I don't see why it can't at least test $2.60 at this point. We are keeping an eye on it, waiting. On CB, XRP is at 260. It's at $2.50. Well, because they round up, so it's at $2.5952. So we are, if you round it up, we were at $2.60. We're just not quite there. We went all the way up to $2.59.77. What we actually need is a break of $2.60. So let's see what's going on. Ethereum slightly selling off. Bitcoin is forming a bullish flag, really, if you think about it. It's got a downward slope that we want to break out from as well on Bitcoin. A bull flag on Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. That's ready to break out. We might get all-time highs later on in the night. I'll keep my alerts on Bitcoin. XRP slightly selling off now. Okay, is there a way I can just go back to my normal charts and keep this? Can I save this? Don't know if I can save this. Let me see. I pay for like the professional plan on TradingView, but I still don't know how to use all its fancy features. Because you don't need fancy features. You don't need AI bots. You don't need. You just need to keep it simple. So I don't. But in terms of layout, what about this? Oh no. No, I don't want that. Definitely don't want that. That's too complicated. Let's go back to one. So XRP, the reason we want $2.60 is because that's the last level of resistance, and then you go to $2.62. It's this zone that we want to break above, and then really it's $2.70 and then $3. So we're waiting. We failed to break out earlier yesterday, $2.60. But the next time we hit it, the more times you knock on that door, the more likely you are to break it. Double click on it. Okay. So XRP is getting ready, $2.59 right now. We're looking at NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ now slightly pushing up. Let's see what else is moving in the cryptocurrency world. We've got Songbird token. Again, one of my favorite ones. Well, one of my picks. It's not necessarily my favorite one. Is up 38% today. What a day for that. Oh, Louis back. Louis back with memberships. If you want to claim your membership, hit the like button, interact with the chat. Wow, Louis is back. Louis, are you... This must... What's going on, Louis? Thank you very much. Louis is back in the chat. We're giving memberships all over the place. If you want to claim your membership, hit the like button, comment, say thank you to Louis. We've got more memberships, 50 memberships. Absolutely amazing. Look. Don't know what's going on there. Bitcoin has a lot of liquidity under 3,000. I think it goes for that. Yes, I hope so. Oh, what you mean down? Yeah, I mean it could do, but it could also break out. It's not too important where the liquidity is at the moment on CB tradings. Yeah, wow. Let's thank Louis, because if you want to claim those memberships, they're about $5, they're about $3 a pop. So thank you very much, Louis. Let's pay some.
The year is
Wow,
1991.
Louis done it again.
Birds and people
Claim
are
your
living together in
memberships,
seemingly
comment in the
perfect
chat,
harmony
hit the like
until
button.
One day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hit your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
There goes Solana.
You burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Let you down, but you get up. They let you drown, but you don't stop. You show 'em you're a phoenix.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil.
Here,
You know that they're just looking.
here goes the S&P 500 climbing up slowly but surely.
Don't let their ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Thank you very much, Louis. We had to celebrate that. Please do thank Louis for the memberships. Wow. I'm going to be honest. It's not the perfect storm. We went into Power Hour not as bullish as we were hoping. The last hour before Power Hour, we weren't trending upwards. XRP doesn't look like it wants to break out of $2.60. It's already selling off even before it reached it. Bitcoin is what we want to hit all-time highs, and Bitcoin Unfortunately, let's just zoom out a little bit on Bitcoin. Remember, where's it gone? Bitcoin, 106,000 is what we want to see, and it's look. There is basically a bull flag forming on Bitcoin. So it's whether it's today or tomorrow, or the next day, it does look like Bitcoin wants to break out of 106,000 and then onto all-time highs and 130,000. Doesn't look like we're getting that right now. Look, it can all change in half an hour, but it's. I'm just trying to look at the broader market, and it doesn't look like crypto wants to break out tonight. It doesn't look like it, but we can't lose hope. We can't lose hope. It can happen. Filecoin is everything's up. However, XRP is at critical resistance. $2.60 is a level that it needs a bit more buying power to get back into. We might be able to do it, but let's see. We're going to keep an eye on it. It can get very volatile very quickly. We've got still half an hour left. Entering the last half an hour of trading for the day. What daily candle close would we want actually? That's a bit more important. Daily candle close above $2.62 would be amazing. Just remember when we did the daily candle close on Thursday, the 8th of May. We stayed live and we did the daily candle close and we were bullish because we broke $2.30. The next few days resulted in 16% move to the upside. So we want that same thing occurring on XRP. And not only $2.60 breaking, but $2.62 breaking and closing that daily candle there. How much percent would we have to move? I think it's 2%. I mean, that can happen in half an hour. That's very normal in the crypto markets. Let's keep an eye on it because that will be the daily candle close we want. On Bitcoin, what we want is a daily candle close back above 106,000, which is again we're a bit too far off. On Ethereum, we want that daily candle close at $2,700. All of those three things, if they occur, we will be mega bullish for the next few days. It's just too little, too late from XRP right now. Let's see. Let's keep an eye on it. Oh, we are getting some more upside. We've got another green candle right now. Let's go back to your comments. We're going to keep an eye on this. This can all change in half an hour's time, but we're on the brink of a breakout. Very, very close. We're on the brink of a breakout. Roderick Neal, thank you very much. If you want to become a member, if you didn't manage to claim a free one, there is the membership link. Have we missed anything? Nice. How do you achieve a gift membership? Well, it's random. I think it's based on interactions and who's been here and if they're liking the stream and commenting. That's what I've heard. That's what is XRP going to forget about 589? It's a random number. It's a fake number. That's what other places will try to sell you. Okay, we'll go back to the chart. I don't think. Let me know if you've got any comments or any specific cryptos that are moving right now. We are on Breakout Watch. We are watching XRP Breakout Watch. Daily candle close. Let's see if we can get any more upside movement. All we need for it to go back to $2.60, which is the first zone, is about 0.5%, and then to really break out and close a very bullish daily candle, 1.5% move to the upside is what we would need. Again, Ethereum is a big one we're looking at because that will tell us what the altcoin market's doing. That will give us a good indication that the alt season is starting. That will be another 2% move up we need from Ethereum. From Bitcoin, we need another 2.5% move as well. Is that all going to happen in half an hour? I'm not sure. But let's just go back to a long-term view. I'm going to have a video coming out on XRP to $100 by 2030. That is the long-term perspective. Is it possible? Do the numbers add up? I've got the research here. I'm going to be bringing that video out later this week. But just to give you guys an insight, if you're joining me here today, let's read some of this. Reaching $100 per XRP. Let me know in the chat if we're getting any big price movements as well while we're reading this. Reaching $100 per XRP implies a total market capitalization of 10 trillion. That's including, we don't want to just include circulating supply. We want to include the whole market, the whole supply of XRP, which is just shy of 100 billion, because remember, some have been burnt in supply. For context, this is on par with the total valuation of gold in circulation, 15 trillion in early 2024. Such a market cap would also rival projections for Bitcoin under extremely bullish scenarios. For example, Bitcoin at 500,000 per coin would be about 10 trillion in market cap as well. And remember, we're talking 2030 here, so Bitcoin could easily be at 500,000 per coin by 2030. And 1 million per Bitcoin would be roughly 20 trillion. In other words, a $100 XRP would put its network value in the same league as assets like gold or $500,000 Bitcoin. This underscores that $100 is an ambitious target, requiring XRP to become one of the most valuable financial assets globally. It would need to facilitate enormous economic activity to justify a $10 trillion valuation comparable to global monetary assets or major reserve countries. To better grasp the scale, 10 trillion exceeds the market cap of any single company and even most national GDPs. It's about 70% of gold's market and roughly equals to all crypto assets combined value at recent highs. However, if XRP's usage expands to global scale, such a valuation isn't impossible. For $1,000 might be impossible, $100 isn't. For instance, if XRP serves as a backbone for significant fraction of international payments, global trade, or central bank reserves, a multi-trillion-dollar capitalization would be supported. The key question is, can XRP capture enough utility by 2030 to warrant such a valuation? The following sections evaluate this by examining XRP's role versus existing systems in its utility and adoption drivers. So there's a little insight of what we're going to be covering later on this week. An XRP special, XRP to $100. Is it possible? We've got the data. We will be sharing that with you. We're not going to be like other channels producing random numbers like 589. We're not going to be saying, here we go, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. We're going again. Are we going to hit it? Just as we talk about $100 XRP, XRP's moving again. We're not going to be like other channels and say random numbers. We're going to have the facts to back it up. Here goes XRP. Here goes XRP, getting close to $2.60. Are we going to hit it? We've done it. We've hit $2.60. Come on, $2.62. $2.62 would be the next big one. That daily candle close above $2.62 would be massive. Let's make sure we've got alert. Let me start that alert again. $2.62 would be massive. A daily candle close above $2.60 is good. $2.62 would be amazing. Here goes XRP. Let's get it. Let's get it. Congratulations. We want an alert. That wasn't the nicest one. Let's do a handbell. That'll be a big one. Oh, it's selling off at $2.60. Come on, I'd love to see a close above $2.62. That would be a massive breakout for Bitcoin for XRP. $2.62, just like the other day where we covered the daily candle close for XRP above $2.30, and we said that's going to send us straight to $2.62, and it did. The same thing can happen here tonight in the last 23 minutes of Power Hour. So that's what we're watching. We're going to keep an eye on that. Let's go back to 15-minute time frame. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is ready for a breakout. I mean, look at that downwards trend, bullish flag on the 15-minute time frame. That can start moving any second now. Nasdaq is moving up. Here we go. That means the S&P 500 is probably moving up as well. S&P 500 is moving up. Here we go. Here comes Power Hour. The last 22 minutes of trading for the day. Bitcoin dominance heading down. It's fine. It doesn't really matter what that does. If we want a Bitcoin breakout, then Bitcoin dominance should really be heading higher. But I guess we can have an XRP breakout without a Bitcoin breakout. Let's focus on XRP and $2.62. Come on. So yeah, this is all coming up for you guys for a video. Not this one. This one. Swift is today's dominant network for cross-border payments bank payments, but it's a well-known limitation. SWIFT is essentially a messaging system between banks. Actual settlement of funds often takes 1 to 3 business days, with multiple intermediaries, correspondent banks, and fees typically ranging $25 to $50 per transfer. Additionally, intermediary and receiving bank fees can drive total costs higher, and errors or compliance checks frequently add delays. In contrast, XRP Ledger XRPL transactions settle in 3 to 5 seconds, not 3 to 5 business days, 3 to 5 seconds. Remember, imagine Thursday you send a transfer, that might not be settled all the way until Tuesday if you've got a bank holiday, if you've got delays, and you're spending $50 anyway, and costs a mere fraction of pennies in fees, less than a penny in fees, nowhere near $50, nowhere near 1 to 3 business days. XRP can be sent 24/7, 365 without the cut-off times and batch processing that traditional network requires. These differences make XRP a compelling alternative for cross-border value transfer. An XRP payment can reach a beneficiary in seconds with a finality, whereas a SWIFT wire might not clear until days later, especially over a weekend or holidays. Cost-wise, sending value with XRP, even in large amounts, incurs negligible fees, 0.005 cents. While a bank wire might incur $30 in fees plus FX spreads. So all your free transfers that they say there's no fees or it's a $1 fee. Trust me, they're taking a fee. They're taking their fees via their FX spreads, and I know that from personal experience. I've had experience with FX brokers. Cost-wise, sending value, XRP also doesn't require pre-funded Nostro Vostro accounts in each country. Instead of maintaining idle liquidity around the world, banks can convert and transmit value on the fly using XRP as a bridge, or more recently, RLUSD. This is on-demand liquidity model, frees up capital that would otherwise sit dormant. JP Morgan estimates over 120 billion is trapped in corresponding banking float globally. Scalability is another factor. SWIFT handles a large volume of messages. It serves 11,000 plus institutions, but the actual throughput of value is constrained by banking hours and liquidity. The XRPL by design can handle 1,500 transactions per second continuously. This throughout, combined with near instant settlement, means XRP-based network could theoretically handle global payment traffic if widely adopted. In fact, cross-border payments market is enormous, projected at 160 trillion in floats for 2022 and rising to 290 trillion by 2030. It's not about market cap. It's about how much is being projected to the cross-border payment industry. It's not about market cap. It's how much XRP, how much money is being transferred using the XRP currency, and that's set to rise to 290 trillion by 2030. Let's go back to the price. We are comfortably above $2.60 right now. $2.62 is the target right now that we want to close above for the daily candle close. Here we go. We've got real life example here from Brendan Meadows, Aussie radio picker, a big supporter of the channel. My personal business does slow, painful, expensive cross-border payments every day. The savings in all aspects to me when XRP takes over, just enormous. Cheers, Brendan. Real life example there. You can see how much it's how much it is being spent worldwide by everyone, businesses, large corporations, small businesses, medium-sized business, everyone. And there's a real-life example from Brendan Meadows about cross-border payments. DAG is up 16% in the last 24 hours. Thank you, Joseph C. Webb. My Chase banker knows nothing about SWIFT being replaced by digital transactions. Imagine only trusting bankers for advice. Saab, okay, we are back. We are back. I've shorted gold and BTC pair. Hope BTC goes up as well. Interesting. Yeah, gold's at an area where it can start selling off, double top. Bitcoin's posed for a breakout, so interesting. What's Bitcoin doing right now? Bitcoin's moving up. Bitcoin's ready to break out as well. Oh, last 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes. There goes Ethereum, slightly moving up as well. We've got the Nasdaq, slight sell-off, tiny bit. Let's go to the 5 minute. Yeah. Okay. XRP. Let's keep an eye on you. Hopefully, if we keep talking about $100 XRP, it just continues moving up. Let me just take my eyes off it for a second. Wrong. There we go. Scalability is another factor. We've done that. Where were we? Even capturing a fraction of this could justify a high XRP valuation. For instance, if XRP were an intermediary for, say, 5 to 10% of 290 trillion in 2030 flows, that's 15 to 30 trillion moved through the network annually, supporting substantial demand for XRP liquidity. Why would banks or businesses use XRP over Swift? Primarily speed and cost. Early deployments support this. In 1 week, 120 million in USD CNY payments were settled over XRP, with the average transaction fee at 0.05 and under 10-second delivery. Participants avoided correspondent bank fees and saw much faster treasury options. If XRP could continue to outpace Swift in speed, real time, and multi-day, and undercut fees at scale, it stands to capture a growing share of the 150 trillion plus border payments arena. Moreover, globally, initiatives are aiming to improve payments by 2027. The G20's goal is to cut remittance costs and times. XRP aligns well. XRP aligns well with these goals. It offers an existing solution for instant low cost transfers. Already, Ripple reports that financial institutions using ODL leverage XRP to settle in seconds instead of days, reducing costs by 20 to 60% versus legacy methods. Capturing even a single digit percentage of Swift's volume could dramatically increase XRP's usage. In summary, XRP's advantage in speed, cost, and liquidity on demand position it viable, if not superior, alternative to Swift for certain use cases. This doesn't guarantee displacement of Swift, which is entrenched and also modernizing, but also coexisting as a real-time settlement layer for banks would drive significant XRP demand. Higher XRP valuations, potentially into the 2-digit or 3-digit range, would be more defensible if volume materializes. Tokenizations and the SEC roundtable. I don't want to give away too much of the video, but we've got a lot coming up, and we're going to be doing additional research for a $100 XRP video. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you see that video once it comes out. Do hit the like button if you have just tuned in. What we're waiting for is the daily candle close. We're in power hour, last 13 minutes of trading. XRP selling off. Come on, get back above $2.60. At least close above $2.60. Don't worry about $2.62. At least, look, if it doesn't do it today, it doesn't matter. This is just a bit of fun at the end of the day. I mean, it's a technical breakout, but that technical breakout could be a day later. We've waited 4 years. We've waited 8 years for some. We can wait another day. Yes, so that's what's happening with XRP. Keeping an eye on Oh, here we go. Bitcoin's breaking out. Look, now we can get Bitcoin all-time highs over the span of the next few hours. That's a very much a possibility as well. Let's keep an eye on that. XLM will start waking up, and that will start outperforming XRP, in my opinion, at some point. Nasdaq trying to move higher as well. These YouTubers owe me screen protectors because of smashing the like button. I love it. Wow, Songbird. What's happening? It's like halted trading on Songbird. Why is there no more price action? Bitstamp is just struggling with Songbird. What's happening? It's just stuck. SGB. Oh, it's been selling off. Well, great. Why don't I have that information? What a strange. Bitstamp has lost the plot, so I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to put crypto instead. Crypto, let me add this. SGB. I was wondering why I was stuck at that price for so long. The exchange is just frozen. We'll add this one. Still up 23%, but yeah, I was expecting a sell-off to occur. I wasn't. That's weird. Still up 23%. GRT moving now, up 8%. Arweave up 8%. Kasama up 8%. Ethereum up 7.2% today. Aave up 6%. SNX up 6%. Solana up 6%. Maker up 5.5%. Aptos up 5%. Ethereum Classic up 4.5%. Axie Infinity up 4%. Doge up 4%. MSTR closed up 4%, Link up 4%, EGLD up 4%, LRC Loopring up 4%, VeChain up 3.5%, Shiba up 3.6%, Ultra URS is up 2.5%, Filecoin up 3%, Polkadot up 2.5%, and XRP up 1.75%. It had a good day yesterday. It outperformed the top 100. It was up while everything else was down, and now it's just cooling off today. And we're hoping to get a breakout of $2.60 and $2.62 for the daily candle close. That's why we're here. That's why we're watching. Trying to keep an eye on everything. Slowing down because Bitcoin's going up, and I can guarantee you Bitcoin dominance is heading up right now. There we go. We've got a nice 5-minute candle on Bitcoin dominance. So maybe it's Bitcoin's time to shine. Maybe that's what's going on. Keep an eye on it. If you haven't already checked out the merch store, go onto the shop. You've got XRP merch. There you go. You've got all the different mugs. This one's sold out, isn't it? 11-ounce mug is sold out. 15-ounce mug. There's 3 left. Let me give you the link for that because I know people want the XRP mug before that's sold out. There's the link for the mug. You can also get it as part of the bundle. Mug, jumper, t-shirt. Big XRP fan, get the bundle. You save £22. So you can get the t-shirt, jumper, and mug for £87 instead. And you save £22. So these are very high quality. I mean, anyone who's got the jumper knows what I'm talking about. These is one of the most comfy jumpers I own, and it's embroidered in 3 places. One up there, one down there, one down there. So £50 for a jumper is not bad, especially for the price and the fact that we actually pay for the license for the logo. We've got the t-shirt as well and the mug. What else do we have on the merch store? We've got the novelty items as well, the new editions. You've got the Buffett ones. You've got, this is for the UK crypto audience. What the UK are doing to crypto right now, I'm not very happy with, but they can regulate the exchange, but they can't regulate the code. There you go. You've got those t-shirts as well. Back to this chart. Hey, here we go. Bitcoin continuing to move up. Maybe it's Bitcoin's time to shine. Oh, come on, Bitcoin. At least you can make all-time highs tonight. Maybe that's what's going on. Oh, Saab, great quality hoodies. Thank you, Saab. How are you enjoying your hoodie? What, you got black in the end, didn't you? Up 20.68% on Meta since don't like it when you put the date that way around. Saab, you used to be in the UK, didn't you? Why is are you trying to say the 28th of April? Why are you putting the date that way around? You know that's the wrong way to do it. You're trying to confuse me. Sensei, do you think sooner or later everything will be tokenized on the blockchain, like titles, properties, deeds, payments? Yeah, it will take time. Probably 10 years' time. That's when everything will be, but you'll start seeing it gradually be integrated. Yes, black's a great color. That's the one I'm going to get next as well. Saab, what size is your hoodie? James is asking. Can't believe Songbird's up that much and Flare isn't moving. That's interesting. They're basically sister tokens. Filecoin selling off slightly because Bitcoin's taking the main stage now. What's Ethereum doing? Ethereum's stuck at resistance. Trying to break up. Trying to break out. Let's get at least one of the closes good. $2,700 and above on a daily candle close for Ethereum would be great. $2.60 for XRP would be okay. $2.62.50 and above would be amazing for XRP. A close around here will be fine. No real problem. We'll try again tomorrow. And then for Bitcoin, a close sort of above 106,000 would be amazing as well. Okay. Dogecoin. Dogecoin trying to break out now as well. I think all eyes are on Bitcoin right now. It's not the power hour I wanted. I'm going to be honest. It's not the power hour I wanted. Everything was set up nicely, but I think maybe it needs another day. Maybe it needs another day. It needs another day. I think it needs one more day for the breakout to occur. We're just so close to these breakouts that you start getting excited. Not because I want to FOMO in or anything, but just because it's fun to see the charts play out, and how we're so close to all-time highs again. Bitcoin 106,000. I mean, that's 2% move. That can easily happen tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. We'll be here. We'll be here. If it's going to break out, we'll catch it, whether it's today or tomorrow. XRP hoodies will shrink in the washi. Order XL if you're a medium or large. XRP couch potato, says Starlord. Interesting. Never thought about it that way. I don't think my hoodie's shrunk. Maybe after a few washes it might. XRP can crash 50% overnight. I don't think. I mean, not if they're not unless another SEC law case comes out. I don't think I've seen XRP crash 50% overnight since then. COVID drop maybe. No, I don't think XRP will crash 50% overnight. It can crash 50% over a bear market. That's for sure. There is no support. It's crypto. If Ripple came out and sold all their XRP, maybe it would drop 50%. But plenty of support for XRP. Don't worry about that. AI stake is obviously a. Are you a Bitcoin maxi? Are you an XRP hater? What's going on? So I'm just going to drop 50% off the fly. That's not unless we get another law case or Ripple going against everything they've ever said and selling their whole supply. And if that happens, who cares? I'll buy more. I'm waiting for it. I'd love an 80% correction. Great. I ordered 3x just to be safe. And plus, I like my hoodie big lol. Oh, JJ Bull, have you just ordered a hoodie? Or have you done this previously? I don't think you. Let me check. If you did, I want to give you a shout out. I think you must have done that previously. Is it on the way to you, JJ Bull? Let me know. When did you order it? They normally only take a few days, a week for it to arrive, depending where you're located. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes and a half left until we get this daily candle close. What is this? The close is going to be a breakout of at least $2.50, a confirmation breakout of $2.50, which is still not a bad close for XRP. So that's fine. Let's talk more. Ethereum breakout of 2,600, not a breakout of 2,700. Not the worst candle. It's fine. Bitcoin daily candle, another confirmation of holding 102,000. Remember that was the 786. That's the level we wanted to hold. So that again, that's not. They're all fine. They're all great candles, positioning themselves well for tomorrow's trading, but none of them are big breakout candles. 1159. 1159. Let's see where your package is. Why can't I see? Oh, interesting. Why does it say that? Oh, you got the bundle. You got the bundle. Congratulations. Let's see where. We're talking about the merch store right now. You can get this XRP bundle. It's very popular. Oh yeah, I've already spoken about it. You get all three: t-shirt. Let me give you the link for this: t-shirt, mug, and jumper. If you're an XRP fan and you don't have this, then are you even an XRP fan? Who knows? Okay, we've got the close in just under a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we're going to do. And remember, it's going to be volatile the 5 minutes after the daily candle close as well. Here we go. Selling off slightly. We're not breaking $2.60. It's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not a confirmation breakout for now. We'll probably get it tomorrow. Let's see. The price has nothing to do with its function. Come on. 15 seconds left. XRP's candle close is going to be fine. Bitcoin's above support, which is good, and Ethereum is above support. It hasn't had its full breakout either, so none of them major breakouts. But Ethereum's is fairly impressive where it is right now. Why has that just happened? Oh god, what's going on? What's going on? If I apologized about that, that's the daily candle close. It's happened. Let's ring the bell. Let's ring the bell. We've got the bell. The daily candle's closed on XRP, a fairly bullish candle. I mean, you can see how it wicked down, grabbed liquidity, came back above support, and it's closed. We're looking to break out of $2.62 today and potentially $2.73. Let's see how these first few minutes of trading will play out. Let's see if we get the pump after the bell. It's very possible we get the pump now. Bitcoin heading down. XRP should be heading up now. It is. Ethereum will start moving. Let's keep an eye on the markets for the next few minutes and see if anything major is going to happen. I love it when you have to. Did everyone just see the whole thing just go really weird? What was it? I was checking this. I want to see where your hoodie is. Let's see if we can find your hoodie. XRP is flat on the day. What's moving right now? EGLD. Look at that candle on the first minute of the day. Look at that, already up 6.3%. What's just happened to Multiverse? It used to be eGold. Look at that candle, up 6.5%. That's incredible. I mean, in a minute, it's up that much. What the hell? Bitcoin's heading back down. Okay, I think. Look, it wasn't what we hoped for. It wasn't the pump we were expecting. I'm trying to look for your hoodie. I think it's on the way to you. No, have you not got it yet? Something says I'm gonna have a look into this because it does say in production, but it says everything's completed. Let's see. I'll look into that for you. Let me know again about your hoodie. Remind me, and I'll give you an update on that. So, okay, there we go. It's not what we expected. It's not what we hoped for. I mean, it's nothing bad. The daily candle close is confirmed on Bitcoin. Remember, we've got another confirmation yesterday that we closed above 102,000. That's the 786. That gives us confirmation that we're heading for all-time highs. That's Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's looking fine. XRP. No, actually, let's do Ethereum. Let's end on XRP. Ethereum was very impressive today. Why? Because it actually went back into its next level of major resistance and it's closed exactly in the middle of that resistance range. So if I show you Ethereum here, remember that trade we took at 1,800 where we said it's going to go straight up to 2,600. It did that in 3 days. And now it's trying to breach that major resistance. We've got this resistance box because there's a few different levels of resistance. You're through the first one at 2,600. You closed at your next one, 2,700. So you've broken one resistance today, and you're hoping to break another. So Ethereum's actually broken a level of resistance today. It's a really thick level of resistance because you've got the upwards trend line as well. So that could break today as well. So that's quite a bullish candle on Ethereum. And remember, it's good when Ethereum breaks out. That means the rest of the altcoin market can start moving as well. XRP. XRP is a pretty bullish candle as well. You had the breakout yesterday, then today, what you've done is you confirmed that breakout of $2.50. You came back, you tested as support. You came all the way down to $2.40, and then you've recovered all the way back up. So that's another confirmation of support breakout, not breakout, but just a confirmation of support for XRP. Highest daily candle close on XRP since March the 25th. So a multi-month high on XRP daily candle close, and today we are in a good position to break $2.62 and $2.73. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We will cover more news. I'm live every morning now, 2 hours before the opening bell, and then we'll go live in between it. We'll cover all the news. There's no need to look anywhere else. We'll be covering all the crypto stock news. So please do subscribe, hit the like button. It's just gone past 1 a.m. here in the UK. It's time to go to bed, time to prepare for the morning show, time to prepare for that $100 XRP video. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I was actually gonna check your hoodie. Let me do that. I don't think I can ever UPS. Do you have the tracking number already? Don't give it out. But I'm just asking if you've already got your email with your tracking. Does it say where it is? Have you got any of your items yet? Because normally you get them quite soon after you order. About a week it normally takes. You should have got an email with your tracking information. Let me know if you have. I'm just checking someone to order. Oh, I can't do it. I can't find the right website to put the order in. Look, it does say, from my end, the information I have from your local print provider is, I mean, it hasn't been a week yet, has it? 9th, 10th, 11th. Yeah, it's been 4 days. Everything, digitization has been completed. We'll see. Just let me know if you've already got your tracking information, if you know when it's coming to you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been a big day. It's going to be a bigger day tomorrow, I think. Potential big breakout on XRP. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Tomorrow morning, we'll do it again. We'll cover the news. We'll get ready for tomorrow. It's a shame about Power Hour today, but we've managed to see the daily candle close, all three looking bullish. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.